And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, to Jets Driver Seat. It's October 5th, Sunday. The New York Jets are the last winless team remaining in the NFL. They are 0-5. They dropped to the Dallas Cowboys. I don't even know what the final score was. What was it? 36 to 20, 22, 21, something around that. As if it fucking mattered. This is rock bottom. This has to be rock bottom, and I say that with like a cringe because I'm terrified of what else could happen at this point. How much can it get worse? Can it get lower? Do we end up seeing a situation where Justin Fields and Tyrod Taylor both get hurt, and we're starting Brady Cook at quarterback and Isaiah Davis at running back after they trade away Brees? Is that what we're looking down? I don't know. But it ain't pretty, guys. 0-5. It's starting to make me feel like the Joker a little bit, where I just the Javonte Williams run with 1 minute left, with 40 seconds left, the 60-yard run to set up their second touchdown within like a minute at the end of the half, within the 2-minute drill. I think that's what broke me. I think that's where I officially kind of, I'm not going to say I gave up on the season. I mean, the season's over. I think we're all well aware that you're 0-5. You're not doing anything worthwhile. Maybe, like, I'm still hopeful that, you know, maybe the defense figures out a little bit, tightens it up. Maybe he has some games where Justin Fields shows something nice. And maybe you can still finish with 4 or 5 wins in your final 12 and go almost 500 for the rest of the year. Probably not. I mean, who are we kidding? But god damn, guys. I have, like, nothing positive to take out of this besides Brees Hall looked good, but did he? Not really, because you fucking fumbled inside the 5 again. Like, it's just these mind-breaking things. I feel broken. I don't understand how these things continue to happen in the way that they happen. It's really like a sick fucking joke. They are a joke. I didn't expect this. I was optimistic on the year, maybe a little overly optimistic. Hell, maybe they can fight into a 9-win playoff berth with some luck and some help. They're going to be punchy and swingy. And even that, like, yeah, maybe more realistically, I should have pegged them for a 7-9, or what are they, 7-10 now kind of thing. Or they're still pretty under 500, but you're alive. I don't think anybody expected just an 0-5. I mean, the last 4 weeks have just been horrific. Like, again, yeah, you're fighting and all that, but are you fighting? Not really. Buffalo game was an atrocity. Thank God I missed it. Tampa, they got their asses kicked for 3.5 quarters, and then they had a magical play by Will McDonald to hop over the center, block a field goal, and return it for a touchdown after Tampa's defense had pretty much gone to prevent defense and gave Tyrod Taylor 2 touchdowns for the Jets to take the lead. And then, of course, they immediately gave it up because they're not good. And then the Miami game is just how bad Miami is bad. Miami is a terrible, terrible football team. And you gave it to them too. The fucking the fumble inside the 5. For Brees to have the quote he had last week, which it's just so good. The teams shoot themselves in the foot, and then we come back and shoot ourselves in the head. And then for him to be the one who fumbles inside the 5 this week is just chef's kiss, perfect poetry. Like, you can't make it up. It's astounding. And I feel like I just repeat myself in every single video I make at this point. And, you know, what a season for me to decide to try to start this channel. Everyone's looking for Jets content right now, let me tell you. I'm almost happy I started the channel because it gives me somewhere to vent it, even if nobody's watching. I don't even care anymore. Like, just, I need to voice it. I need to voice it out loud, and it's horrific. It's horrific in every way. I wish I had something better to say. Like, I really don't. There's nothing to glean from. Like, there's nothing positive anymore in this team. I mean, I still want to give Aaron Glenn the benefit of the doubt, and I want to see what he could do with a full season of scouting and full off season of scouting, and really put his mark on the team. Like, he's still dealing with last year's roster for the most part. But, I mean, the Tyler Barron, the Francisco Mawaga, whatever the fuck you pronounce his name, they both suck. What horrible picks they were. And that's this regime. So, I don't understand what was going through the heads on either of those picks. When I saw it, and I'm not a draft analyst, I was like, who the fuck? I look at scouting reports going up to the draft and read rankings. I'm not an expert. I don't claim to be. But I know where guys generally should and shouldn't go. And neither of those guys are even on my radar in the 5th round. Like, they were both undrafted talents. Like, not guys you maybe 7th round flyers if you want to do that because you just like the vibe and you wanted to make sure you got them. And I felt that way, and a lot of Jets analysts felt that way, and they have proved it beyond a doubt. Tyler Barron just bouncing off Javonte Williams and letting him go 60 yards with 40 seconds left in the half is, I mean, the perfect encapsulation of what this season and what this defense has been. And, you know, I think Greg Olsen brought up a pretty interesting thing during the broadcast today. The Jets have the second most 3-and-outs in the league this year, somehow. I don't know how that's possible. And they're weird to watch because you watch them on first down, usually make a stop on first down. Watch them on second down, usually make a stop on second down. It's just, mentally, there is something so wrong with this team where when there's any little bit of pressure, they fold and collapse immediately. Any third down, fold and collapse. 3rd and 15, doesn't matter. Anytime they get in the red zone, fold and collapse. After a turnover, fold and collapse. Like, just, they can't do anything. It's offense and defense. I mean, offensive line, for the first time all year, was horrendous. This was the worst I've seen the offensive line. Olu looked lost, which, listen, he's young, and he's been very good. So I'm not going to, like, say, like, oh, he's a bum now, too. Olu looked bad today. Membu did not look good today. The whole offensive line looked bad. They looked confused and like they didn't know what they were doing. Again, it took until like the 4th quarter to start trying to feed Garrett Wilson the ball. Don't understand. Started taking Brees off the field on 3rd down again. Don't understand. I mean, Brees was, aside from the fumble, this was one of the best games I've seen Brees in a long time. He was untouched for 20 yards multiple times, it felt like, where he was just running up the middle. Cowboys defense sucks too. But it's really, I'm sorry, like, it really just is so frustrating at this point. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say anymore. They got this game in London next Sunday. I was thinking about going to that game too. I was really considering jumping on a flight to London Friday after work at like 7 o'clock. Getting to London. We're off Monday for Columbus Day. Coming home Monday and literally just a weekend in London quick. Like, I thought it would have been like a cool, spontaneous story. Thank God I decided not to do that and to save my money because I don't really want to spend money on this team for the rest of the year at this point. Unless they start really, like, clicking a little bit and showing something, maybe I'll go to a game in December, but, like, I'm not going to... If you're a fan, you want to go to game. I love going to games. It's right now, I don't want to be in public watching them because they just make me so angry. They make me the worst version of myself that I can be, actually. And, like, multiple people have told me that. And that's, I mean, I guess my own problem that I should probably, you know, work on. Hasn't been blinded by this guy. Oh, my God. But, yeah, I don't really want to be around other human beings when I watch this team anymore. And it's sad. Like, outside of my dad, that's about the only people I'll watch the game with. I watched it with my girlfriend today. She was not pleased with me. Guys, I don't know. They're going to play Denver. I'll do a little preview, I guess, later on in the week. But it's getting harder and harder to make these videos because there's just nothing to talk about anymore. It's just horrible. And, like, I'm hoping for something that I haven't seen yet. So it's, I don't know. I don't know what they end up doing with Steve Wilkes. He's a problem. I think Connor Rogers summed up Steve Wilkes' situation, I think, pretty well on Badlands. I'm a big fan of those guys, both Joe and Connor. Him talking about the game, like, the game has passed Steve Wilkes by pretty obviously, and hopefully there's some behind the scenes Glenn takes over the defense without announcing that he's taking over the defense out of respect for Steve Wilkes, because he is a career NFL guy. Like, it's, you don't really want to embarrass the guy. I get it. Season's shot as it is. I don't know. But I'll talk to you guys later this week. We'll figure something out to talk about. Maybe something interesting happens. I don't know. But until later. Peace out.